What's up, Afterbuzzers? This is Real Housewives of Potomac season finale. Oh my gosh, relationships on the rocks, tax on, tax off, family reunions, and the Hugers versus the Darbys. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to Afterbuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
This is sweet.
I don't know the lyrics. That's a snack. He said it's an entree. Okay.
You look like Beyonce.
Hey, money bag. That's Cardi B's money bag. Yo, she is killing it. What's up, Afterbuzzers? Welcome to the Real Housewives of Potomac After Show, Season 3, Episode 18 of the season finale, y'all. I'm your host, Felicia Michelle, and to my left are my lovely and amazing co-hosts.
Yo, it's your boy Jay Lamar.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your girl, Imani J.
Yo, season finale episode, a lot of things went down, so just overall thoughts. It was season finale. It's episode 18. Mm-hmm. What were your overall thoughts?
Overall, I feel like it was a good season finale. It brought closure, except we had that one question at the end of the episode that hopefully will be answered when it's time for reunion next week.
I can't wait.
Yes, for me, I'm just really stuck on this relationship between Ashley and Michael. I just need Michael to stop playing games and get it together.
It ain't there, sis. It ain't there.
It's not there, but it was definitely a lot of relationship problems going on.
Yeah.
Inconsistencies across the board. A lot of laundry on the field. Everybody was violating for real too. Oh, and I'm very excited too because I remember we have our MVP of this episode. We really have to think. So remember, because why don't we just do it actually for like the whole season? Let's just do it for the whole season.
Oh, that's hard.
Yes, that's because I don't make things easy on you. So if you're on the live chat, please, Jay Lamar's checking it. Let's know who your MVP of the season was. Think all season long, okay? And we're gonna get into the little news and gossip too a little bit later. But first off, it was a lot of relationships that we saw. There's many couples on the show, but we saw a lot of different people's relationships kind of change, and we got some answers to some things. So let's just start off with Ashley and Michael, because it's just like, why not start off with Ashley and Michael? Monty, go ahead, because I feel like you're gonna burst. I'm not even gonna ask the question. What are you thinking about that? Yes. He's like, Ashley, Michael.
Yes. All I have to say is just the whole dynamic between Ashley and Michael already started off with me thinking that Ashley just wanted Michael for the money, and which may be true. We all can agree that there's some type of, it's a mutual beneficial type of thing. He has the money, she has youth. But it's just like extremely frustrating that he's now backtracking and saying like he's not sure about this kid. Yeah. And that was really just like, it really bothered me because I could really see the hurt in her eyes when he said that. And she still is just like, well, I'm a still, stick in it to see what can happen and if he's going to change.
I feel like she was manipulated.
Yeah,
I feel like she was definitely manipulated, especially when she re-signed the prenup at the beginning of the season. Yeah. And I feel like once, it's almost like, even if she did marry him for the money, it looks like Michael may win if they divorce. Because he got her to re-sign a prenup. If she divorces him within the next, 3 years or whatever, she's only entitled to like a small million. Not a big million, but a small million. Right. Opposed to half that she was going to get. So that's why he's not trying to pay no child support. He don't want no more kids because he don't like the kids that he got.
His kids apparently don't have word on the street is they don't have a good relationship, right? Allegedly.
They don't have a good relationship.
His kids be cursing them out.
That's what her mom said.
Exactly.
My kids don't curse me out.
Oh, I love her.
I know. But she told the truth though.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of just messed up because it's like I'm watching somebody who's trying so hard and they're just being rejected right in their face, like about something that means so much to them. I feel like from the time a lot of people were little, they knew they wanted to be a mommy or a daddy, or they thought that was cool or something they wanted to do. Exactly. And at her age, she's for certain that this is what she wants to do. And like she said, she's not getting any younger. So if the relationship ends, she might try to find somebody else and then that's more time onto it. And he was talking about, 8 months ago, I was planning my life without you.
Yeah.
Skirt.
I would have been done. We would have needed a break at that point.
I wish he would have said that before she re-signed that prenup.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't think she thought it through. I think she's just. I think she tried to show him like, look, I know you're probably thinking that I just want you for the money, but listen, babe, I don't. So let me sign this extended prenup. Even if that was the case, that she does want him for the money, it was a good front.
Do y'all think that now? Do y'all feel like now she's like regretful for re-signing the prenup, or does she have a plan, an exit strategy?
No, she doesn't. I don't think she has an exit plan.
What? She does not strike me. She strikes me as a woman who's very determined and determined in everything. Determined in wanting her marriage to work. She's very much so trying very hard. Determined to get where she was in life despite her situation growing up financially. She seems like a very determined person. A person like that to me doesn't take chances. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't want to be in a situation like she was growing up. Financially, she wants to do better for herself. I get it. I don't think that she signed that without having a plan B for herself.
Yeah, I think she's very strategic.
Yes. I think she's strategic as well, but Michael proved that he's also strategic.
Oh yeah, he ain't no fool now.
Yeah, he's no fool, and I feel like that was a strategy in itself, getting her to sign that prenup. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's interesting. I've been reading some.
It's like we watched the manipulation happen.
Yeah.
Like we watched
and
her.
it could be happening on both ends. Ashley was very happy in the beginning. Oh, I'm getting a restaurant. We already went through that whole deal. So, we'll see it unfold.
I'm sure there were some modifications to the entire prenup with her re-signing it. I'm sure she modified it to a certain degree.
We don't know what it said, so it's just kind of like.
How much is he worth? He's worth like $75 million, $100 million, something like that.
He's worth a lot of money.
Wow.
So she was entitled to half. But she probably gets like 10% of that. So she probably walk away with $5 million.
Yeah, so of course she's going to be pushing this issue.
That's not a bad little bag.
Ain't a bad little money bag to start with.
So speaking
money bag.
That's why I picked this song. See, that was a good pick. Mm-hmm. So what about Robyn and Juan? I thought it was so cute. We saw Robyn and Juan and her kids and his biological father at the racetrack together. And her parents were there too. I thought it was so cute.
I think it's cute because for me, if I was Robyn, I probably would have been done with that relationship. But I think it's amazing once you realize that you can't control anyone and no one can control you. They are both individuals and they're both learning and experience life, as an individual. So I think it's really amazing to see that now they're coming to this place where he's like, okay, I want her. But I also feel like she kind of waited for him to be ready because it's like...
I'm a little iffy on that because I feel like all of a sudden now that they're back in this happy place financially, now he's happy again. And what if they hit another financial hardship? Is he going to go back to being the cheater and all that?
I
feel like Robyn, I mean, she's madly in love with that man. Like, madly in love with him.
She has his children.
She's very blinded by him. So, like, or is he just sticking around so that he can, as she rises, because this show has afforded them a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
So is he there rising with the opportunities? It's like,
I don't think so because he's never on camera. If he wanted to be with that opportunity, he'd be like doing a Peter type situation.
Yeah,
he'd be in it, but he's kind of
that.
away from it. I think it's an embarrassment. Like they were, probably was embarrassing, like a little bit demasculating because he's a man and like knowing that his financial hardships, and she knows that a lot of that was her fault too. Yeah. But now he's on track. He's coaches at D1 school. He is doing just fine, and he has a lot of options. So speaking of options now for money bags, tell everybody where they can go to be very rich in AfterBuzz.
Yes, rich in AfterBuzz. Yes, AfterBuzz is our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from drama to reality to sci-fi and so much more. There is no network, period, point blank, no network that works harder than us here at AfterBuzz TV. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that tailors to what exactly you're looking for. And if you're worried about the little pesky notifications, you can turn them off. And make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button now. And check out our other AfterBuzz channels as well. Let's make sure that you also comment, because we like to read your comments on air as we're looking at your live reads now. And thank you so much for watching AfterBuzz TV and subscribing. Please continue to subscribe, give us 5 stars, and comment.
Yes. So for sure, do that.
Because this live chat is
it's
hitting.
popping. Wait, okay, really quick, because before we get into
Wait, they writing paragraphs.
It's paragraphs, real quick.
Wait a minute.
What are they saying?
Kimberly Mayfield. Hey, Kimberly. She says her and her husband stand by each other. She's talking about which couple she talk about? Maybe she'll talk about Karen and Uncle Ben.
And right, but what she say?
She said her and her husband stand by each other. Who knows how their marriage works in the bedroom? Sex is one part of the marriage, and maybe they're both fine with that and let them be. Or maybe she's talking about Ashley and what you call it?
I don't think she talking about
Ashley
my
stomach
and Michael.
just had turned just a small bit. So Ray and Karen, tax on, tax off. So you start off the season with all this tax drama, and now you're ending it like, oh, it's done, it's fine.
And period.
Did you?
That's all she said.
I just want to know.
Period.
Did you? Were you buying it?
I wasn't buying the relationship. I think not saying like their relationship is off or they're getting a divorce, but it just seems so forced. Like the whole interaction, the conversation. She's like, "Oh, really, babe?
You're my boo."
Yeah, like, can I start spending now? It was just too much. I'm like, Karen.
So it just seemed odd, no? Like he was just like, "Oh yeah, it's fine, it's over now," and I can't really talk about specifics.
Karen, Ashley is Karen. Like they're the same person. Karen was Ashley at 30 years old. She was with this older man who had all this money. Because mind you, she married a Huger. So she kind of elevated her life. Because mind you,
for sure.
She was from a farm or something. She was raised on a farm, you know. So she elevated her life. I think that the reason why her and Ashley don't get along is because she sees so much of herself in Ashley. That she did, maybe those bad traits she didn't like. And truly, I feel like Ashley should be more respectful to Karen because Karen can educate her a long way. Because look
how
at
to navigate.
How to navigate through
might get her a good strategy because
Yes.
clearly Ashley needs a new strategy. So maybe she needs to go consult with Karen and see how she could get her 2 kids because Karen has 2 kids by this point.
No, she had one. She had one beforehand and one after.
Okay, well,
But I don't think
work
Ashley
it
should have
out.
any children by him because I think it would just create too much more drama.
It's too toxic already, and just the stuff he said is just you can't take it back. Like she was talking to her therapist, and her therapist was like, "Do you hear what she?" I was laughing. I was laughing because she kept it so not because it was funny, but she kept it so real. She was like, "Do you? Okay, your first instinct is defend your mom, but do you hear that he's saying to you that you're gonna be a bad mama? Do you? Do you hear what he's saying? Like, are you realizing what's going on?" She kind of was like, I call it a come to Jesus with her. Like, this is the truth, and this is what's going on in your situation. Like, do you not realize? And I think that Ashley is in a world where she really wants this to work, and it's just so sad to just watch it from the outside. Like
if she's watching it like us, she needs to realize it's not going to work.
I think she's comfortable.
But what are you comfortable with if you complain about it?
She's comfortable with the lifestyle because there are many things that you could complain about.
She's alone. Every other episode, she is talking about how she doesn't want to come home to an empty home.
And how he's just not there.
Yeah, and if she has a child by him, imagine he seems like a very vindictive person.
Oh, most definitely.
So he's going to seek, not that he wants custody of a child, but just to mess with her. He's going to seek some type of custody agreement or something with her.
So I have a question I just thought about. So do you think that he would ever use, or do you think maybe, this is just a question, please don't cuss me out in the comments. Do you think that he would ever use or has used his children in the past, and that's why his older children don't have a good and respectful relationship with him? Like, you think he's the type of person, like you said, that he might use their child as a pawn. or a part of his manipulation, or so to speak, you know?
I would love to learn the history. I don't want to put anything out there, but I wonder, was he mean to their mom?
It just makes you wonder, what happened? Or
was he just not there? Because he doesn't seem, even when he's there, he's not present.
Right.
So he doesn't seem present. So was he one of them dads that picked his kids up from school and took them shopping and then brought them back to his house and then that was it? He doesn't seem tapped in.
Mm-hmm. Got you. Well, speaking of dads that want to be tapped in, we saw Chris and Candace had their engagement party. So it was really cute. I think I really like them as a couple. When you first hear the breakdown of it, it's like,
child, the ghetto.
It's just.
Three baby mamas.
You ain't the mama, so this gonna be the third baby mama.
You're gonna be the third baby mom. The mom is funny. No,
I'm really surprised too with her.
That that she was kind of more accepting, but she had jokes, which I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it was a healthy way of her saying her qualms, but not in an argumentative way that messes up the flow of the day.
But she seems very respectful.
She always does little shady comments from what I'm seeing, and it just seems like that's just her.
Like when she's like, you still gaining weight to her daughter. I was
like, what? Then she even came at the skinny one. She came at Candace like, are you eating? How much you weigh? What's going on?
Maybe she's a jokester like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because my mom is the same way, and she means no harm.
And she takes care of them really well, but we also got to see that, very well. We got to see that Chris, his youngest 2 children are going to get to come to the wedding probably. More than likely get to come to the wedding. It wasn't a hard yes, but it wasn't a hard no. It was
I wonder, I was thinking about this today. I was wondering because evidently the wedding will probably be televised.
You think that she earned a televised wedding on Bravo?
I think next season. It'll get her wine glass. For next season, I think, Okay. I want to see the wedding. Don't you want to see the wedding? I'm sorry. It's $140,000 wedding.
No, excuse me. It's $175,000 now.
175. Okay, my bad. Wrong quote. But I want to see this $175,000 wedding on television. I think Bravo wants to see it too.
I would like to see it, but I don't know.
Even if they did it on Bravo.com. Like I was still want to see it.
Maybe Bravo.com.
I would still want to see it.
Okay, so Bravo.com. We'll check and see.
Right, but I was making a point. Okay. My point was maybe I'm wondering if their mom is accepting to them, is okay with them being on television.
I don't. I would guess no, only because they weren't the kids weren't going to come to the wedding. She didn't initially. The first thing Candace said, she was like, first she said, like she was screaming about it, and she didn't want her children to be a part of it. I don't know. She maybe was screaming. Candace is a little dramatic. She went like this. I thought that the lady was screaming.
What's up with him not seeing his son for 10
That's
years?
what I'm saying. So I'm like, maybe he wasn't a good. We're talking about Michael. Yeah. Maybe he wasn't a great parent. Because why 10 years?
She talked about that a little bit, like something along the lines of issues with him.
She made an excuse.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even still, in this episode, she didn't get too deep in it.
She said that it was hard for him to digest it or something like that because he was still battling with his father not being around. And it was just kind of like, that's not an excuse.
It could be an excuse for 2, 3, like 10 years. He's a whole different person.
His son is 17. Did he say 17?
Yeah. No.
I think he said 17.
I thought, about there. So like a young man.
Basically.
Like, he's not a kid anymore at this point.
Like, he can, and he's old enough to make a decision. If he said he wanted to go and be a part of his father's wedding.
But why would you? I couldn't imagine. Like, 17, my father hasn't been in my life for 10 years.
And now you're telling me to come to your wedding to this chick that's on TV.
And that I don't know. I don't even know who she is. 10 years? Have y'all been together for 10 years?
I'm about to go and be on IG like, oh, my daddy marrying some girl from the Potomac Housewives. Hey, what's up? I'm in the wedding. Oh, this Karen Huger. Hey, girl. I'll be all up in it.
Oh my gosh! But his mom might not. His mom might not. If he's still a minor, his mom might be like not with it. Like, you know.
But by the time they get married, I think he'll be grown though. Because the wedding is no time soon, right? The way she made it seem was like a year or two from now.
At $175,000, I feel like they taking a good time and something spectacular needs to happen. Like,
she wants something spectacular happen.
That's her style.
That is too much money for a wedding.
Well, she want the trees.
Yeah, we looked up the average of that. Hers is almost like 4 times that. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I mean, hey, if you got it, flaunt it, do what you want to do.
I'm gonna tell my daughter now, look, baby, you know, you ain't born yet, but daddy said you get 50,000. Okay, 50. That's it. You can make 50,000 work.
That's her style, though. She's a princess, and that is what is grown to be expected of her.
$75,000 for a wedding. I want my ring to be like, I would wear a $175,000 ring.
Same.
Before I throw a $175,000. As you eating, I'm just like, are they eating my money? They're eating my money. Like,
and
they're
you know
drinking
what?
my money. That's what I think about.
Typical wedding etiquette is that you gift in the amount that your plate was.
Typically.
People don't do that at regular weddings. Like,
well, it depends on the stature of people that she's inviting. Apparently, she grew up in this pageant world, her mother's colleagues and people like that. So
they're affluent.
So they'll probably, because typically, like, I go to a wedding, if it's just me, I'll pay $100. I'll get a bride and groom like $100, maybe $150 if I like them. If it's 2 of us,
because that's about how much it costs for you to eat and drink.
And if it's 2 of us going, I give like between $200 and $250. I'm like, that's appropriate. It's appropriate.
See, I'm gonna need some friends like you at my wedding.
I'll write a nice check for you.
It's just plain, like, flat out etiquette. I mean, it'll probably happen. She'll be fine either way. If she really, really couldn't do it, her mom wouldn't do it. Her mom strikes me as someone who's very business savvy.
Well, mind you, she got the. Her mom is giving a big portion of it. Her dad said what, 40,000, 30,000, something like that.
Yeah, because he wasn't going for the 50.
Yeah, I don't know what Chris was inputting, or if his
That's
family
all
was inputting.
like, is his parents? What does Chris do? I don't know. If
He's a manager
He's a restaurateur.
of like a barbecue joint.
He owns the restaurant. He's the restaurateur. He owns it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he the manager or he owns it?
He owns
You
it.
sure?
That's his. I'm like 90% sure.
But
If you're
she
in
makes
the,
it
if
seem
you're in the
like her
live
weed
chat,
business is gonna do it. She's like, I have to support my family. So I'm like, maybe he is the manager.
nah, don't do that to him.
No, I thought I
She
didn't want no
met him.
shade.
She met him as the manager. Like she worked at a restaurant and he was the manager, and that's how she met him.
But now he
this
owns
is his
it.
restaurant.
Okay.
I don't think it's like solely he's the sole owner.
Well,
But
I bet
he
you her
is
mother
the
got something to do
owner.
with that.
Oh God.
Oh, I bet you her mother got something to do with that. Her mother might put it on that restaurant.
So speaking of moms, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. You think everybody just goes off to her? They always say that to her. I feel so bad for them because it's like he has to have a little bit of change. He's like pushing 40 years old. Like I can't imagine he don't have his money might not be long, but I can't imagine it's that short, especially for her.
But he has not mentioned any input. I mean, she did say
Tell
like
her
me
that
and
that was
Chris.
too much money. He did tell her that.
We ain't never seen him drive his car in none of the episodes.
Oh, you know.
We haven't seen much of him past when he forgot to bring them napkins.
We see him every episode.
We sure
jumping in the pool naked, forgetting
just get the worst sides of him.
napkins. Like we see him
Oh
in every
my God.
episode.
Wait, so him jump.
Like,
That was hilarious when she was like, "Yeah, I brought the white boy that jumped in the pool."
That's my man.
No, so it wasn't so cute. I thought it was a really nice gesture of him at the engagement party to give the ladies the napkins that were
Yeah.
personalized. I was like, that is so
You know what?
sweet and funny.
I do have one thing to say about him. He has good energy. You can tell he has good
for
energy
sure.
and good intentions. I don't think that he's with Candace for financial gain or any popularity gain or anything like that. I
Because
think
you
that-
have to have patience
Yeah.
with Candace.
And he seems like he's a patient person, though. He like he's a very patient person.
Yeah, like he said, I'm gonna check you, even though I still feel like insults aren't great in relationships. But he said, you know, I'm gonna always check you.
That wasn't even like a big insult.
It was an insult to her. It bothered her.
I was in the room looking like
I was just like,
Princess?
not. It,
I feel like your spouse or your person that you're with knows what is gonna like
Your
tick
triggers,
you
yeah,
off.
yeah.
And everyone had been calling her a princess. I'm sure she went home and talked to him about it. But yeah,
that okay. I'm gonna say one last thing about it because I was like 3
Candace,
episodes
I
ago.
feel you, girl,
No,
okay?
you don't. Not the
No, you
rebuttal.
don't.
The rebuttal back. The rebuttal back was not warranted. It's like the punishment needs to fit the crime. Like she just went to to his jugular. Like
Yeah.
take it a step first. Be like, why would you be like you pasty bald whatever? Like you could say that as he
She
calls you a
went
princess.
bald.
Well, why
She
would you be a
went straight
princess
to
then be
daddy.
pasty and
Look.
bald instead of saying that's why your father left you.
there we
you're all
go.
that
We
stuff.
connecting the
That's
dots
terrible.
because we just said that he could have possibly been a deadbeat, and she said you are an image, or however she worded that, of his deadbeat father.
Yeah, terrible.
Oh. Well, we're gonna need him to work on his relationship with his kids
What they
too.
saying, J-Lamar?
I mean, they commented today, okay?
Okay, what's going on?
So let me read one of the comments. They said it is good etiquette to bring a cash gift to a wedding.
Cash is king.
They said that's Southern etiquette.
Okay.
They did say that they don't want Ashley to come back next season.
Oh,
Ashley.
And I'm like, what?
Ashley
What
brings
are
we
the
gonna
drama.
watch?
Michael doesn't seem to be a comforting or a loving parent. That is very true. Ashley needs some critical thinking skills.
oh, y'all vicious. Y'all are vicious.
And then Karen said that Carolyn said that maybe Ray settled with the IRS and made payment arrangements, which they said that he did.
I mean, that's kind of typically how it goes, right? When anyone owes the government a large sum of money, like seize and freeze your assets, and then figure out how you're gonna get out of that. Get a good lawyer and make a payment arrangement. So speaking of assets, if you are watching on YouTube, that's amazing, but you can also listen on iTunes. So if you're on iTunes listening to us, thank you so much. And please be sure to give us 5 stars on iTunes. Leave comments there. We read those comments too. And 5 stars, because 4 is just not enough.
We need to
all
be
5
need
stars.
5-star chick.
Yo, you know what? I was gonna sing now. I was like, wait, no, I'm gonna let someone else do it. So did you see like the showdown this episode? I was like, oh yes, I thought it would be a little bit bigger.
Oh,
Wait, the
But-
showdown.
The Hughes versus the Darbys.
first off.
So we see So it went weird. So the first one I want to start with is Ray. Okay, so we see Ray's in the middle of a conversation, actually talking to someone, and what it seems to be like business, because he's asking her what her occupation is, like what she does. Seems to be networking and not flirting. And Michael comes over and just boom, bum rushes this conversation, like, oh, like, where do you live? Do you live in that house? Like, and Ray looks really confused, which makes me think that Karen really doesn't bring this stuff home to him at all, because he looks like, what are you talking about? Like, you been to my house, dude. Like, what do you mean? Out of line, or y'all looking at me. I didn't say it.
Because it was completely out of line.
It was out of line. It was searching for camera time. It was completely out of pocket, and Ray did the right thing by checking him. Mm-hmm. Like, he needed to be checked in that moment. Like, that wasn't your business. You know that man got a house because you've been to his house. Mm-hmm. You know he got money just like you got money. Like, why are you questioning that man about his business?
Yeah, and then stepping into the female's business over there, like, come on now, that wasn't your place.
No.
You could have left that. Let Ashley do that.
Let Ashley do that. And then, furthermore, I wonder, I'm sorry, I've been thinking about this. The pizza situation. What happened to the pizza? Because I put together my own story.
Okay, I got an idea too. What happened to the pizza?
I feel like I need to.
Oh my god!
Can I say mine first?
Yeah, go ahead. Go first.
Because I feel like, they said Karen's son lives in the townhouse adjacent to the house. I'm thinking that he went out in that morning to go get his car or let a little girl out.
Oh,
she stepped on the pizza box.
What?
The girl that he had in the townhouse, she came outside, she stepped on the pizza box, and he was like, oh my God, my mom probably ordered this pizza, and my girlfriend just stepped through the pizza box. So he probably took the pizza box and he threw it away. So Karen never knew nothing about the pizza box because her son, who lives in the townhouse, threw it away.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Where did the stepping in the pizza?
Yo, that was where I was like, wait, you lost me.
Wait a minute, because they put the pizza like
where the doormat is.
Where the doormat is.
Yeah.
I don't look, when I walk out my door, I don't look down. I'm like fumbling with my keys, make sure I got, all my money and stuff. And I'm stepping. So I'm thinking like the girl somebody stepped in the pizza box and they threw it away. What do you think? Okay.
I just think well, that was just really detailed. Like, it was, I
had an hour and 10-minute drive over here.
I'm not mad at it. I think that I was like, well, I just think someone threw it in the trash. First off, it's the Grand Dame. I feel like if she ordered food and if food was sitting outside, she wouldn't want to touch it and she wouldn't want it in her house, so she didn't know where it came from.
Well,
so I feel like somebody was like, oh, nah, this pizza's over here. We cannot let Karen see it because she's going to go off if she just pizza. She don't know. Let me throw this out. Maybe Ray threw it out or her son threw it out. It was a pizza, an old, nasty, dried up pizza
and
sitting
Ashley
on your
had been nibbling
on the pizza.
Who wants that?
Who wants that? So y'all in the live chat, can y'all tell us what do y'all think happened to the pizza box?
Ashley wouldn't have finished that pizza.
To the pizza
okay?
Yeah, she should have just ate it all.
First of all, SpongeBob and the Krusty Krab and Patrick and Squidward, they came with the Krusty Krab pizza. Is the pizza for you and me, and I think Karen's housekeepers. Or the Airbnb,
Wait, why? No,
the Airbnb owners who went and took it out.
What?
You called them the Krusty Krab crew, though? Really?
Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza.
It just was out of line. It was just out of line. Like, it just
completely.
It don't come to my front door. So also too, at the engagement party, Ashley came charging at Karen again. Like, oh, I see you have your ring on today.
Karen wasn't having it.
Yeah, she started it.
Yeah.
She really started it.
Lived for that read. I'm going to take that line, but wait a little bit so no one knows that it was Karen Huger. And I'm going to use it again. Because when she said to her, if I cared about at any time that you what my hair look, what color I have my toenails, I will check myself into an insane asylum. I was like, oh.
Yes.
Good read, Karen.
It was like,
Gizelle, take notes.
She said, "Okay, let me get in." She said, "Let me get into you," because she was coming for her, and she's been coming for her consistently this season. I think it's so odd.
And then Michael rolled up. Like, why are you rolling up? Yeah. And then you think you're gonna tell his wife that your husband said this to me. I would and what about? I would do exactly what Karen did. What my husband say? Why he checked that ass? Okay. Mm-hmm. Period. Period. Somebody said in the live chat, like, Michael was always interrupting stuff. He interrupted the girls' trip.
Oh yeah, he did that. That was weird.
He did. That was also very.
He's
weird.
like the Peter Thomas of the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Okay.
No, because Peter loved
say
Cynthia.
My comment, but
Peter deeply loved Cynthia. What? Say your comment.
Nothing. It was about Peter. We on something else.
See, you can't do that.
You know she loved Peter.
Oh, really?
She says he's an attractive man.
I didn't say I love him.
You say he was an
but
attractive
he's an attractive man. When I first seen Peter, super dark with the nice little gray, I was like, oh, look at this old man.
I wish I would see you with a man like that.
You might.
Okay. So
you know what, y'all?
You may have a,
we are ageless souls around here. Okay?
You got to speak for that side of the table, so y'all can be that and do that.
I don't know about the old man.
I'm sorry. So, like, if someone's old, they got to be fine, and then find some more.
Hello?
Like, but so you might have a shot at Ray because if Karen doesn't want to go to Florida,
that was all. Uncle Ben. No, I'm talking about Uncle Ben and Peter. They two different.
Peter is the original Uncle Ben Boo.
Okay, but he's a little more.
I'm going for the.
He's like he's a sexy older man.
Peter,
yeah.
Yeah, see,
he got swag. Peter has swag.
So.
You're not rubbing feet. I want to know what you into, but we'll talk about this.
What
afterwards.
age? Like you?
No, absolutely not. Yes, and we're gonna get off of that subject and talk about. So anyway, Karen doesn't want to move to Florida, so Ray still wants. We saw that in the update. That's my favorite part of the show when they do the picture and they do the update.
But why are the pictures never like cute pictures?
No, they're not. They're like bye. He'd be like, if I was on the finale episode, I'd be walking around like this.
Right.
Ready to
just
go.
Ready.
Just like, screenshot ready.
They do it.
Man, they be catching you in a moment.
Mm-hmm. So we saw the update on Gizelle that she is dating somebody new, they're saying.
Did it say someone from
her
past?
But then on the reunion, like
the preview.
She said that her and Sherman were getting back together.
No, exactly. She said Sherman still wants her.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, Andy said if Sherman would ask you want to get back together, would you want to do that? Like, okay, like of course. So and then we saw also I wanted to point out something to y'all girl Monique, y'all love Mo.
Yes,
love
the best
her.
dress on the reunion.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that in a second. Disagree, but yes.
You've been hating
so
on Monique.
I haven't. I'm just not up her behind.
I'm glad Richie left, so you ain't gotta have that. You don't have that sidekick.
Richie I'm gonna have Richie on here next week. Richie gonna Skype in.
Gonna be good.
Yes, the reunion's gonna be juicy. Ooh. No, but did y'all notice her end cap? I want to just say this really fast. So actually, when they screenshotted to her and to Chris, they said that he rubs lavender oil on her belly every night because she announced her pregnancy. However, she was like, nah, that's not a thing that's happening. She tweeted out that don't do that. It's actually dangerous to rub essential oils on a bare pregnant stomach, and that's not true. I'm like, bravo, really? With the alternative facts, though?
Wow. I think they were trying to be funny. Because everyone knows that she's really into essential oils.
Yeah.
But somebody might take that real advice.
Even if it wasn't funny, right, which is crazy. They probably didn't even know.
They should have had a black person write that. Because we would have
said, was thinking the same
he rubs
thing.
Cocoa butter on her stomach.
Because
that's what pregnant women do.
Right, shea butter.
Shea butter. So they don't have
because even like with some herbs, you can't even take certain things.
Teas and stuff.
You can't eat certain things. Yeah.
I just thought that I was thinking that too. I was like, what in the caucasity is this?
Like, in the caucasity?
Like, I just feel like people were trying to be cheeky, not really factual. Yeah. But did you notice that it said that they were expecting their third baby with the oils, and then the next line literally was he didn't tell his mama that his wife is pregnant.
This is just crazy. Like,
will she know now? Today? Yesterday? She found out.
Somebody had to tell her. That's not messed up.
I thought that him and his mom were close, and I thought
they were.
I thought that they would have made up by now. He would have checked her and said, "Mom, this is my wife." Yeah. Period.
At this point, because Monique really loves this man, so it's just
very clear that she loves that man. I mean,
very.
It's yes, rubbing her feet. Yes,
it is very. If she faking it, my goodness, it's very clear she loves that man. Period.
Mm-hmm. It's good. Yeah. So she.
But loves him, how can we believe those ending facts when they got the lavender wrong? So maybe that was meant to be funny because we did have that interaction between Monique and the mother. You know, it wasn't as great. So maybe that was another little joke, but none of it was really funny.
I don't think none of that. Yeah, I don't think it was funny either. Yeah. What are they saying? Let's just do a fan shout out. Shout out someone who's in the live chat. Because whoever made you laugh like that.
I see Caucasity.
They love your Caucasity. Tiffany said that Gizelle and Robyn both are aging fast right before her eyes. The haircut makes her look like hard and old.
You know what?
We haven't even got to it yet.
Wait, we'll talk about that Tiffany, in a second. Just wait for news and
girl.
Gossip. Lord.
Robyn looks like Ellen DeGeneres. Get out my...
Yo, I don't ever want no beef with any of y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh, and it's like going so fast.
It's going.
Dude, that's what today is lit tonight.
Y'all. Who said that?
Hero E.
You know what? You are crazy.
I partially agree. I mean, when we first seen the picture of Robyn's hair, it was cute, but on the reunion,
not with the outfit.
Let's just get into that. Let's get into news and gossip now, so we can talk about it. Lord. Okay, so we have some previews of the ladies' outfits for the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. We see our champagne glass holders, Candace, Gizelle, Karen, Monique, Robyn, and Ashley. So first off, I'm sorry, I was underwhelmed.
Very underwhelmed. We can start with let's start with Candace. I feel like Candace's outfit was kind of too baggy.
It was for a brunch.
Yeah, for a brunch. The color was very appropriate. I would love to have seen her in something more form-fitting, something more bright.
Yeah, she's a great figure.
Yeah, Gizelle's outfit was a terrible no.
It was like color. Garden of Eve.
Yeah.
What is it?
The lipstick was terrible.
Yeah.
Karen, I love Karen's hair.
Karen looks good. I think that was cute. She came with her bodysuit realness, what she's been serving for a lot of the seasons. I thought it was cute, and I liked the back. I didn't know that it was a bodysuit when she was sitting down. I think I like the change of appearance, the texture. Her hair looks amazing.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about Karen's. Ashley looks like she rolled out of bed and she didn't do her hair and she just put on the first dress that somebody gave her.
I'm seeing real Disneyland vibes.
She missed the mark on this one.
Yeah.
Especially
so
for this
pretty.
to be
but
the third
season. Ashley does have a couple of, here and there in outfits, but she's not someone
I would have loved to have seen her hair pulled back, like a glamorous. Yes. This was her season of messiness, so she's supposed to bring it.
Especially we've seen her hair like this.
Several times.
This is her normal hair.
And which is okay. Maybe she doesn't want any tension. So
Monique is giving us prom realness.
I was gonna say the best for last because she served the kids something fabulous.
I love this dress though, but the hair really.
I liked it. Very Afrocentric.
Wait,
very
is
natural.
that a baby bump there?
Yeah, it's a baby bump.
She has her
and that color looks great on her.
That's a beautiful color on her. And her makeup was very nice too. Her makeup was like.
Well, Monique is really pretty. I knew she was.
Ellen failed.
I'm not about to let Jayla Martin do this. So do this and I'll let you get up. No.
She failed us. The color was terrible. The haircut was spectacular. The color was terrible. The makeup was off. I feel like she should have just came with like a bold red.
She would have
been nice. I don't know. It made me not feel this.
You know what's crazy? I think that the color palette of everyone all together just doesn't look good together. Like as a unit, it just doesn't look like anybody.
Well, they get a theme and they get color swatches. I think they have to choose from or whatever. But like the color of the night was like Paris pastel. Like it was like Paris was a theme, then pastel.
Somebody could have done a pink or something.
Definitely.
Monique brought it. Brought it. That color looks amazing on Candace, but that dress looks terrible, and that slide-on heel is treacherous.
So those are our I mean, I think they did it. This isn't like a season 3. I'm sorry. This is like a season 2 reunion look. Like by season 3, y'all have the coins, y'all have the makeup artist, y'all have everyone, but. I digress. So speaking of the not champagne holder, that's who went and killed it. Look at Charisse with them bloody shoes, looking like I don't know the rest of the words, but yeah, she looks amazing.
Wow. I have nothing bad to say.
Shasha
brought
with it.
Like she brought it. I want to see this. I want to see it standing up. If we had to stand in that picture, I guess we don't.
No,
but I love this look
because she's probably she's in the weights because she's not a regular season, which I don't understand.
Except
for the last 2, she wasn't there.
You know what? I'm thinking it was a contractual situation to where they wanted her to dig deep into her divorce and all that, and she probably can't at this particular point in time. So that's why she chose to do friend of the show.
She looks amazing though, hair, makeup, everything. I think she's actually the best looking lady
on the panel. Second best to Monique.
I'm gonna say she's the best looking one because I need to see this. We also she's sitting.
Thank you. Your opinion is an only opinion. So.
Actually, she's sitting, so I wonder what the dress looks like when she's standing up. I'm totally ignoring you guys.
She looks great, though.
So speaking of Charisse, Gizelle was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and she was saying that, okay, well, I'm going to get to that in 1 second. She says that she blames the situation with Kendall is 95% Monique's fault.
No, she needs to stop.
She said it's 95% Monique's fault.
I just want them to be like, look, I don't like Gizelle, you don't like Gizelle. It doesn't even matter. Girl, y'all done.
It's over with.
It's like 95%. Like it's like a blindness to the fact that your homegirl, who you had this terrible public fight with, is actually doing something negative towards you. Like, it happened. Like, who cares how many years of friendship? It happened. She planted the seed in Monique's head, and not to be smart or anything, she knew what was going to happen when that seed matured. She knew what action would come from that, but she did it anyway. So, what are they saying now? Tell me. What y'all talking about? So, live chat, because Jalen
Robyn looks Robyn looks a hot mess. That red looks sexy on Charisse. Charisse needs to be back. We agree.
We agree. Yes.
You know. Ashley outfit would look amazing in royal blue. Maybe a royal blue. Yeah,
it was the hair that killed me.
Robyn looked a hot mess. Robyn looks like a mermaid villain.
Oh, y'all are just being mean now.
A mermaid villain?
Y'all just being mean.
Where does that even...
I don't know where that comes from either.
You know what? I think maybe if Ashley had another dress, because I'm not even going to, like, come at her hair. Maybe she just really doesn't, like, put in too much in her hair.
It looks like the Wendy Williams, Alexa Wendy Williams collection.
No. That's what we're not going to do. We're going to get into our special segment right now, our MVP of the season. So... this is, and say it in the live chat, but guys, be nice. These are real people. Yeah. Who you thought really brought it this entire season? The number one most valuable player in Potomac of this season.
Who go first?
Who want to go?
I'm going to say my girl Monique.
I was going to say Monique.
This season.
Y'all love her. Y'all some stans. Y'all really are.
What? Monique is just really, she's beautiful.
We're Team Monique.
I love her because she's not messy to me. Despite this whole Kendall situation, Monique is very down to earth. Just like me, I love essential oils. I'm going to be that DIY mom doing all of that stuff. That is yes, I love you, Monique.
She don't know you.
Monique, you going to know me one day, okay? Maybe she'll come on the show or something. Monique, I still love you.
My MVP is a tie between Ashley and Charisse.
Ooh.
Actually, I'm going to just give it to Charisse because she made a lot of things happen and she was really influential in the season. We got a lot of tea from her. Like, she was in a lot of the big moments in the season, and she wasn't even officially a housewife, and she still brought it way more than some other people. I was a little disappointed in some of the other castmates, the newer ones.
You know what?
I'm sorry. I'm just a little underwhelmed. I think Charisse brought it, and I can't wait to see her back next season. I think she'll be back. There's going to be a fan demand.
Oh, yeah,
her.
we all want her back.
Yeah.
We all want her back.
Maybe she could have been back if she had the fireman on the show.
I don't know. She ain't gonna put herself out there like that.
Live chat. They said I'm seeing Karen. Karen brought it. They say Karen and Monique.
Oh yes, Karen. Yes.
Oh wait, what episode?
And I'm seeing Charisse and Ashley.
Yep, Charisse and Ashley. Yeah.
Well, one person I didn't see was Robyn. Moving forward.
Oh Lord. Okay, so let's get into our predictions for the reunion.
Ooh.
And now your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
This music makes my skin crawl a little bit.
Spooky.
Predictions for the reunion. So we know we're gonna get 2 parts of this reunion. So what do you think?
You guys have 2 more weeks of us.
Yay!
Oh.
I'm definitely thinking that Monique is she came to fight. She came to. I think that she really came
with the baby bump.
I think Monique came to break it. I think after watching the season, it's interesting how the seating chart is. I'm loving the seating chart because every girl that had something negative to say about Monique, whether it was Gizelle hating on Monique, was it was Ashley talking about Monique not drinking and driving, drinking and driving, or was it Robyn, being pushy towards Monique. I feel like Monique is going to bring it because she has a point to prove.
Yeah, and Monique is not soft. She's not a soft girl. She stands her ground.
Episode
she speaks
2,
her
the girl
mind.
was ready to go
Girl,
off.
you could go.
You can go.
You could go.
Do you own a home? Own several homes. I
own 4.
love that line.
And I don't think she was bragging, but Gizelle came at her. Okay, but anyway.
That's old news. You gotta talk about what's happening in the forward.
Yeah. Because I'm just thinking this whole reunion is going to be a whole recap of all of this.
Yeah.
And so I'm really not even excited, but I just really wish that Monique and Sha could have just settled all of that. So I think we're going to see that. Yeah.
They're not going to settle anything.
They're not going to settle. I'm saying
they bring
wish
Kendall.
they could.
You never know.
Unless they want to surprise. Now, because they didn't include Charisse in any of the... I didn't see Charisse in any of the previews.
No, I didn't see her in any of the previews either.
So if they release next week, if they release Kendall, like a preview with Kendall...
I don't think that Kendall is like wanting to. I don't think she's wanting to do it.
I
Because if she
didn't think
really
it got
wanted to
too
be
deep.
involved, she would have interjected herself and kept interjecting herself. It's easy to be like, oh,
I
we're friends
want to
now.
see her there because I want to see Gizelle and her have a conversation because Gizelle avoided that.
Oh,
But I don't think Gizelle will. I think Gizelle
It's
is
not
just
gonna happen.
like
I'm
Gizelle.
I'm ready to see Sha come in there and she's like gonna turn it up. But I'm not mad at that. And also like I hope that there's some resolutions that happen too. I look forward to when the ladies get to talk it out and they say, okay, all right, well fine, okay, we good, and like they argue it out. I like that because they kind of get over it and we're done with that. We can move on and not have to be bothered any of that anymore. I'm excited for next week.
I am too. I'm excited.
Just not the fashions. All right, yo, this was a great after show.
Yes, it was.
I'm so excited for next week. And excited to see you guys. So, as always, I'm host Felicia Michelle. You can find me on social media at It's Felicia Michelle. And in like 5 minutes doing I'm on Real Housewives now, doing Shades of Blue on our drama channel.
Yep, and it's your boy Jay Lamar. You can find me on all social media platforms at I am Jay Lamar. And coming up next, I will be doing the Basketball Wives after show in like 5 minutes as well.
Oh, look, well, y'all gotta go. And what's up, everyone? It's your girl, Imani J. You can find me on all social media platforms at Imani Ajax. And you can follow me on ManiJTV.com where I'm covering everything pop culture and news.
Alrighty then. Well, till next time, thank you guys so much for watching.
See you later, guys.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only.
From
not
executive
necessarily
producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Afterbuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the Afterbuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of Afterbuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.